Welcome to this episode of CrusaderCast. Today we are looking at probably the most unique starting area in ArcheAge. This race of cat-like people are called the Ferre or Ferre. I have no idea how to say that. It's probably not Ferre. That sounds like Pierre. No. So for the rest of this video, they're going to be referred to as the cat people from Avatar. Because really, when I made this character, I tried to make him look as much like the Avatar people as I could. And I know everybody else is doing that too. So, I chose to go with Necromancer class for this character, and I'll show off some of the questing here with the full interface. And one of the things about ArcheAge is, to drop that user interface out, it's really, you get really cinematic shots, so I like to do that a lot. But, I'm going to show some of the interface here. I haven't shown it in the other videos extensively, so let's see the raw opening area. That's what we're about to see here. We're going to see quest accepting, quest completion. It's nothing shocking or new in MMOs, but it's kind of neat to get to see it in HD. So, one of the coolest things about this race is this right here. The coolest sprint in the whole game. All the other races, you're just kind of running fast. You drop down on all fours and totally cat crawl it. It's awesome. So, what's unique about this race, about this area? Well, it sort of feels like, it has a sort of Tibetan feel because of the flags and the general architecture, but it also feels sort of African because the music is sort of African in this section, and the wildlife, you know, you're going to get rhinos, and the mud monsters are here again. So if you were worried, the mud monsters are in every starting zone in ArcheAge, and I don't know if I show them in this video, but I'm pretty sure I do. But the wildlife is kind of African, so you kind of get that idea. And of course you're a cat, and you're riding on a cat, which is kind of weird. I don't know. I'm going to say that right now, that a cat on a cat riding a cat is kind of weird. That's not something you see every day. I suppose it's sort of like a house cat riding a lion. Would that be weird? I don't know. That would be cool for like a house cat to ride a saber tooth. I think it's more like that. But anyway, I'm going on and on and on again. Okay. Here's an example of the cutscene in ArcheAge. They all look like this for all the different races. I've never shown them in any of the videos though. These move the story forward in the opening area and give you the story of your race, I think. Of course, I have no idea what they're saying. I'm assuming this is the background of your race. I really don't know. This is an example of how dynamic this game can be. I was standing on these cliffs in the middle of a quest, and I noticed this bird can be attacked. That's really awesome, and not something you see often in MMOs. And right here you can see the actual corpse falls into the landscape. It doesn't just disappear. You know, that's a really cool thing. And this quest chain right here is the sort of coming of age, climb the mountain, and prove your worth cliche. It's sort of like you activate different totems, and they give you different powers. And you see just I changed characters. Don't notice that. This is actually a different character I made, and I got really tired of the white hair. Yeah, I'm really particular about character creation, so I went back and made another one and did all this again. But the footage was really good for this character. So, oh, there's the mud monster. There we go. I knew he'd be in there somehow. This actually climaxes at the top of, kind of the top of the mountain, and this is the first race. This is the earliest race that you get your glider. You don't ever get a glider this fast with any of the other races in the game. So that's really neat, because like the humans get a boat faster, and you'll see that. That's sort of like the transportation in ArcheAge. You get a glider and you get a boat. You can spawn your boat and hop in your boat and you know, paddle around, and then you can spawn your glider. And here's some glider gameplay. And it's pretty stunning. I don't know if I've ever seen a game look quite this good, or I know I've never played a game where I drop the UI and just look around this much. It makes for really good videos. But the glider, the actual control of the glider is really cool. It's actually pretty fun. I look forward to later levels. I'm hoping there's not races, but you know, you can actually fly through paths and things, and maybe get achievements. I know achievements are a big part of the game, and I really haven't gotten into it much because I don't speak Korean, but I know that the achievements are a big part of the game, so I hope that they'll be like, you know, glide from here to there and you get an achievement. That'd be really neat, and I'm sure I'll learn more about that as I play ArcheAge in English, which, by the way, if you haven't heard, Tryon, the publishers of Rift, picked up the game. They're going to publish it in the United States. I don't know if they're going to publish it in Europe. Maybe they are. Put it in the comments if they're going to publish it in Europe. So that's really good news. And another thing I want to talk about too is, out of all the starting zones in ArcheAge, this one definitely feels the most open. The geography encourages exploration, and there are some really impressive cliffs in the area. And right here you just saw me cast a spell there. I will say that the Necromancer has some of the coolest attack animations I've seen so far in the game, magic, melee, or otherwise. I definitely want to show more off of that class combination, and I'm interested in creating sort of a combat-based, sword and shield guy with these sort of Necromancer abilities. I think that would be really cool, because this main class is death. And here, I stumbled into a major city somehow, and on the left and right here of the street you can see little tiny houses, and those can actually be bought and put on your farm in the game. On another street you can purchase miniature forts and buildings for the PvP North Continent, and I'll be showing more of that later. And of course I have to show off the mount dance. So anyway, subscribe and share if you like this video, and check out our contest page where we always have giveaways going. See you later.